All right, let's see if this is working. It's Friday, about noontime. This is what, the 14th? Yeah, it's Friday the 14th. That sounds a little ominous, but I guess it's all right. And this is my What's Up Dave stream, which I share what's going on with my buddies, friends online. And it looks like the audio is working, so it's great. And I've been thinking the past few days I've been mostly talking about stuff that's been bugging me. And I haven't been talking about the stuff that's actually been kind of interesting, that's more fun. So there's a whole bunch of projects I want to do. There's a whole bunch of chores that I want to get out of the way, like cleaning the house and all that kind of stuff. But let's nerd out a little bit today. If you didn't know this, it is currently... This weekend is the Star Wars Celebration thing. So, like, I've been watching this live on this screen today. And it's been hard to get anything done. They just showed the trailer for The Last Jedi, which is the next movie that's coming out, and the poster and stuff like that. So I'm just having this on in the background today. And then the other thing I'm doing today is I've been speccing out a new PC that I want to build. Let me see if I can pull that up. Plug this back in. Let me go to webcam plus desk. And this is a site called PC Parts Picker. Let me go full screen actually. And you can spec your computer out and by components that have been all. They can check to see if they're all compatible with each other. So this is really convenient just for putting together speculative builds. This is my current system. It's a Intel Core i7-2600K. It's quite old now. These are the components I have in it. The new system is going to be based on the new Ryzen processor from AMD because it seems like a cool processor. And so I'm just picking out these new things. And the idea is to build like a kind of a glorious looking white computer. So I'm specking out all these components that have these white elements. So like, for example, this is the motherboard I'm thinking of getting from one of the top tier motherboard manufacturers. This one's from MSI in particular. So that should look pretty hot. And then like once you have that in, so if you have a white motherboard, then you need a white case. Well, this case isn't white, but this looks pretty hot. This is a Fantex Evolve, Enthoo Evolve, I think, and it's tempered glass. This one is the gray one, and it's supposed to be a very high quality build. This should be a pretty hot computer to build into, especially with some RGB lighting. So it should be a nice subtle look. I'm choosing the gray case instead of the silver case because I think the white motherboard behind the dark tempered glass will actually look darker, and so it might be a more even build. So it's got LED colored lighting and stuff like that, and lighting strips you can put into it. So that should be pretty hot. I don't have a budget for this. This is kind of a fantasy build at this point. I haven't picked a video card yet either because what I'm waiting for is the new AMD Radeon Vega chip based cards to come out, which is the first, hopefully a competitive chip to the NVIDIA GTX 1080, which is the hot chip, which is the hot graph GPU right now. I'm thinking about using some M2 solid state SSD. Should be fast. Much faster than SATA, I'm hoping. And maybe not quite as fast as the MacBook Pro's SSD, but it should be faster than what we're using right now. So this is where the build is right now. I'm kind of like trying to determine which cooler to get. I'm looking at the Noctua ones because these are apparently very efficient and also very quiet. I want a very quiet build. So this one's an interesting double tower cooler. I guess this will sit on top of the CPU, and this is maybe even a little bit of overkill for what I need. So that's the fancier one with the two radiators. The other one is, I'm not showing the right thing. Sorry. this cooler here is the one that maybe is excessive. Still not that bad. It's relatively inexpensive at 70, 80 bucks. But the other one I'm thinking of is, this is the single fan version, which probably is fine because the Ryzen processor has a TDP of 95 watts. I think my IK2600 is like more like 120 watts. So it should be okay. This is a little bit cheaper. It's a big air cooler. I'm not going water cooling this time because that's a little bit louder. This is a little bit quieter. It's like almost 10 dB quieter, which is like, I think about like 2.5 times more quiet. I think for every 6 dB drop, you have a halving of the sound level. It's something like that. So it should be pretty cool. And a nice thing about PC Part Picker is that it will also give you little notes about whether or not it's compatible or not. How come it's not showing me though? Where is it? My system build. Yeah, this is it. So there'll be a compatibility check right here if you click down this. They'll note that it may require a separate video mounting adapter. I knew that. Because the AM4 socket is a new socket, and the coolers have to, there's different mounting holes that go on the back of the motherboard, and they're in a little bit different places now. And then, so these are not minor. This should flag things like if the cooler will even fit in the case or not. So, but I'm not sure how clear it will work. And so, I don't know. The budget right now this is about the 1,600 bucks. I'm using my existing monitor, existing keyboards, existing speakers. I haven't picked a power supply yet. That's probably about another $120. Not going to get an optical drive. And that should do it. So, and I might adjust these things. Like this motherboard is kind of expensive. If I need to skimp on it, and the only reason I'm getting it, other than it has like a lot of cool features on it, is that it is white. So there's no real reason to do that, other than I think it will look cool. Because currently the space that I have for the computer is down here. Oops, it looks like the celebrations thing has started again. Let me adjust this. So I keep the computer down below the desk. How come I'm not seeing it? Yeah, right down there. I guess I can get this a little bit lower. I'm using the wrong camera. There it is. So this is like a Antec 300 case, I think. And so the new case should look pretty cool. I'm thinking if there's another place where I can put it, it might be nice to do that too. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. Let me get this back into where it was. So stuff is happening on that Star Wars celebration. That's the big. So that's what's going on today. As for work, I suppose I should do a little bit of something. Actually, I'm thinking of going to Starbucks and doing some writing and working on the blog stuff, maybe the Patreon thing. If I look at my... can't find anything. Oh, here. If I look at my OKRs for Monday, some of the things I need to do are move 10 items out of the basement. I've already done the find people thing and have things scheduled for that, so I got those out of the way. 300 words of script for the Patreon video, 1 page of links for the Patreon mega download, and then write down 3 initial steps for exporting all WordPress posts and comments. And so I should go to Starbucks and just work out of the house for a little bit today. So I'm not even going to fill out an ETP. The last one I have is for Wednesday. So this has my current to-do list. I should at least review it, I guess. Taiwan trip report, spring cleaning, that's something I want to do. I guess I could go and pay the printer today. That might not be a bad idea. Not negative, react to chores. Oh, I ordered a new PC fan for the current case. This one's a little bit loud, so I'm hoping the new one will be better. I might need to buy a fan controller, though. And that's pretty much it for now. So that's today's plans. Got a bunch of other things that, well, what other projects are? I want to make kimchi, I think, this weekend. I need to do some virtual co-working too, just to build up the archives for that. But other than that, I've been feeling pretty good today. Just lining things up. It's getting warm out, which puts me in an infinitely better mood. And with the better mood, hopefully will come more productive creative work. So we shall see. So that's today's, I get distracted by the celebrations video. That's today's What's Up Dave. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good weekend.